I did hire a beta reader. I hired a beta reader on the Scepter, and she had several points that I thought were interesting, but she had a lot of points that I just thought were garbage. I mean, I just didn't agree with her. I mean, that's the thing. I just flat didn't agree with her. And previous to that, when the Scepter was in a very infantile stage, I mean, meaning I'd written a lot. The Scepter and the Secret City were initially one book, but it was so long that everybody in the book business said, "You're nuts. You're never going to get anything like that published. It's just too long. You got to cut it into two or three books." So that's what I did. Um, without giving anything away, she did talk about a situation with Clark, this kid, where certain
Mhm.
things happened with him and Jeff, where in the beginning, nobody was accepting of him. And then toward the end, they would be kidding around with him, just like they were kidding around with his others. And she said, well, it doesn't make much sense to me that after all this time, they still would be putting him down or not accepting him after this. And I said, you missed the whole thing. The fact that they are making fun of him means they do accept him.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly how they treat each other. That's how they treat their friends. And she just totally missed it. And so, after that and after this other thing, I thought like, well, this one beta reader and the Scepter kept commenting that some of my references wouldn't resonate with kids nowadays. Like if I mentioned something about Elvis Presley, well, they don't, I'm like, oh, come on. Everybody knows who Elvis Presley is. Don't give me, that kind of thing. But I was very fortunate in getting a Kirkus review done of the Scepter, and I got a Kirkus star, which I think, as you know, is really something to be proud of. I didn't expect it. I didn't even know about it when I did the review. And when I first saw the review, I saw this thing with this one star, and I thought, oh my God, they only gave me one star. It's this is worse than I thought it would be. And then after I went, oh, wait a minute. This is not one star. This is the Kirkus star, which they give to about 3% of the books that they review. So then I thought, well, that's pretty darn cool. So um, that's something that, came out of it. And in this review, the reviewer says that he or she, I don't know who it was that reviewed, but he or she felt that I nailed the young adult theme perfectly and that my references to school and everything were spot on. So had I listened to this, beta reader, I don't know. So you know what? If other writers, if they ever ask me that, my advice would be true to yourself. It's your work, it's your brain, it's your child. Don't necessarily let somebody else tell you what it should be.